What if I told you that a single spoon of stew changed the destiny of a billionaire? That in the middle of noisy traffic, smoky grills, and busy Lagos streets, love found its way? Stay with me, because this true African city tale will leave you believing in destiny again. Before we dive into the story, do well to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts about this story in the comments. In the heart of Lagos mainland, where streetlights never slept and traffic horns formed an unending rhythm, lived Amina, a young woman who ran a small roadside food stand. Her specialty? Ofada rice with peppered ayamase sauce, a recipe she inherited from her late mother. Every morning at 4:30 a.m., Amina woke up, tied her hair, prayed, and began cooking. Her stall, though humble, just a large umbrella, a wooden table, and 2 aluminum pots, was known for one thing: the unforgettable taste that made even the toughest Lagosian soften. Meanwhile, across the city, in a towering glass skyscraper at Victoria Island, lived David Okon, one of Nigeria's youngest billionaires. A man of wealth, a man of influence, a man who had everything except peace. His days were filled with meetings, decisions, and numbers. His nights with loneliness. Despite his riches, David never really tasted the street life. Everything he ate was delivered by elite restaurants, sterile, expensive, predictable. Until one Thursday afternoon, David had attended a meeting on the mainland. His driver took a wrong turn, one small Lagos mistake that would change his life forever. As they approached a crowded junction, his car suddenly broke down. It was hot. He was stressed, and the aroma of freshly cooked food hit him like a wave. David looked outside and saw Amina fanning her charcoal fire, stirring her pot like she was conducting an orchestra. People queued patiently despite the heat. Something about her confidence, her smile, her energy, it drew him in. Against all logic, David stepped out of his car, much to the shock of his security. He walked toward the stand. Amina looked up and smiled. "Welcome, sir. What should I serve you?" David didn't know what to say. Give me what everyone is eating." In seconds, a hot plate of Ofada rice drenched in green pepper sauce landed before him. He took the first bite. His eyes widened. He took the second bite. His shoulders dropped. By the third spoon, he had forgotten his driver, his meeting, even his broken-down car. Amina noticed his expression and laughed. "It's the pepper, Abby." David shook his head. "No, it's perfection." From that day onward, David found reasons, sometimes ridiculous ones, to pass through the mainland. "Sir, your office is at Voi. Why are we driving to Yaba again?" his driver would ask. Market survey," David replied, clearing his throat. But everyone knew he was going to Amina's stand. Soon, their conversations grew longer. He learnt she was saving money to open a proper restaurant. She learnt he loved simple things: music, football, fresh home-cooked food. Amina wasn't intimidated by his wealth. She spoke to him with honesty and boldness, and he found it refreshing. One evening, he stayed until she closed her stand. They walked down the street, laughing about everything and nothing. David looked at her and said, "Amina, you're the first person who makes me feel seen. Not for my money, but for me." Amina smiled gently. "And you're the first rich man who cares about my dreams and not just my food." But Lagos has eyes. And soon, pictures of David eating at a street stand went viral online. Critics mocked him. Business partners questioned him. Some even accused Amina of using juju. His family wasn't supportive either. His aunt told him, "A billionaire does not marry a roadside cook. Think of your status." But an old family friend, Maman Keichi, an elderly woman known for wisdom, pulled him aside and said, "Listen, my son, the value of a woman is not in where she sells her food, but in the ingredients she carries in her heart. Don't let pride blind you." Her words stuck. Meanwhile, Amina felt overwhelmed by the sudden attention. Bloggers interviewed her, people recorded her, and customers tripled. She began to withdraw from David, afraid her presence would damage his reputation. One night, she sat alone at her stall after closing, tears falling quietly. David arrived and saw her crying. "What's wrong?" he asked, kneeling beside her. "David, you're a billionaire. I sell food by the roadside. I don't want to be the reason the world laughs at you." David held her hands. "I don't care what the world says. I care about you. Your food filled my stomach, but you filled my life." 2 months later, David surprised Amina. He took her to a beautiful shop space on Allen Avenue. Fresh paint, shiny tiles, brand new cooking equipment. Her jaw dropped. "David, what is this?" "Amina, this is your restaurant. This is your dream." She burst into tears as he handed her the key. The opening ceremony was packed. People came from everywhere to taste her legendary food. Her business flourished, her confidence grew, and their love blossomed. One evening, after a long day at the restaurant, David invited her to a rooftop garden in Vutking. The skyline was glowing, the breeze was gentle. He got down on one knee. "Amina, from the day I tasted your food, I knew there was something special about you. You fed my soul long before you fed my stomach. Will you marry me?" Amina covered her face, overwhelmed. "Yes! David, yes!" Cheers erupted as the hidden violinists began to play. Their marriage became one of the most beautiful stories in the city, proof that love does not look at class, wealth, or background, only the heart. This story teaches us that when people from different worlds come together with open hearts, miracles happen. Never look down on anyone. Greatness often hides in the simplest places. True love is built on honesty, not status or riches. Also, the wisdom of elders can guide us toward decisions that build a brighter future.